Hello students, welcome to my next online class. So in this video we are going to solve few questions from exercise 8.3, that is direct and inverse proportion. So we will learn today what is direct proportion and what is inverse proportion. So in a given question, if it is said by using direct proportion find the value of x, find the value of y, so those questions how to be solved we will learn today, right? So watch the video till the end and don't forget to subscribe my channel to get the latest update. Question number 2, you see given x directly proportional to y. So this is the symbol of directly proportional. Okay, directly proportional to y, find value of x and y missing values. That means you see this chart is also given in the question. These places values are missing, so these values we have to find, right? So in the missing place, let us consider it is in x group. So I will consider this one as x1, this as x2, and this as x3, right? Similarly, this missing value is in a group of y, so I will be writing this one as y1 and y2, right? So we have to find x1, x2, x3, y1 and y2. So these values we have to find. And in the question it is already said that x is directly proportional to y. Now what is the meaning of directly proportional? If x is increasing, y is also increasing, right? So this is the meaning directly proportional. Like for example, if you are throwing a ball with high speed, then it will cover more distance, right? That means this speed is directly proportional to distance. If you throw a ball with less speed, then it will cover less distance. So similarly, this speed and this distance, these are the variables. Okay, so in higher class we will come to know much detailedly what is this direct variation. So here we have just the basic part here to use the concept of directly proportional. Let's see how to be solved. First you will write here x and you will write here y, right? In place of x, first value is x1, second value is 5. So you will be writing here x1 and 5. In place of y, it is 130 and second value is 65, right? So we will write the values like this. Now question is directly proportional. If it is directly proportional, rule is that you have to cross multiply. Okay, that is 65 into x1, that is 65x1 equals to 5 into 130. x1 equals to 5 into 130 divided by 65, and we know 65 ones are 65, 65 2s are 130, that means 5 2s are 10. So what is the value of x1 here? 10. So we got one value, right? Similarly we will find for x2 now. For x2 again we will write x and y. Now to find x2 we will consider these two columns. First value of x is what? 5. Second value of x is what? x2. Similarly we have here 65 and we have here 91, right? So what is the rule for finding for directly proportional concept? We have to cross multiply. That means again we have to cross. So it is directly proportional, we have to multiply indirectly. So 5 into 91 equals to 65 into x2, right? Again to find x2, 5 into 91 divided by 65. So 5 ones are 5, 5, 13s are 13 ones are 13, 13 7s are, right? So what is the value of x2 now? 7. Now we got x1 and x2. Again we have to find x3. So to find x3 again, so which values we will take? We will take this. Now you see this one we have to find. This is also unknown. So two unknown values we will not take. We will take this column and where two values are known. These two values are known from here. So what I mean to say, whenever you are choosing two column here, make sure that three values are given, right? In x now here 5 and 65 is given. Here in this column 104 is given. That means we have to find x3. So we will consider these two columns. Again we will write here x and y. In place of x, what I will write here now? First is 5 and next one is x3. Similarly 65 and 104. 65 and 104. So as it is a direct proportional, so what we will do again? We will cross multiply. So that is 65 into x3, 65x3 equals to 5 into 104, or x3 equals to 5 into 104 divided by 65. Again we will cancel this one. 5 ones are 5, 5 13s are, right? And 104 by 13. When you divide 104 by 13, you will be getting 8. So what is the value of x3? 8. So we got all these values of x now. We got x1 also. x1 is 10. What is x2? x2 is 7. And x3 we have 8. Now what we have to find? We have to find for y1 and y2. These two values left. So I will be rubbing the board. Okay. I will be rubbing the board. Before that I will write the values which we have got. x1 how much we have got? 10. x2 we have got 7. And x3 we have got 8. Right? Now we have to find y1. So y1 we have to find. So you see these two values are already given. So I will take this column and now this column, right? So again I will write here x and y. In x what I will write here, as this is in x group, I will write here 5. Again x I will write here 3, right? In y group what I will write here 65 and y1. Okay, now we have to find y1. So as it is directly proportional, again we have to cross multiply. So 5 into y1, that is 5y1 equals to 3 into 65. Do not multiply here, okay? Because ultimately it will get cancelled at the end. So 65 by 5. Now 5 ones are 5, 5 ones are 5, 5 3s are 15. That means 3 into 13, that is 39. So what is the value of y1? 39. Next we will find for y2, right? Now I will consider this column because these two values are already given, and this column, right? Again I will write here x and y. So rule number 1, first you have to write the x values. X is how much? 5, x is 11. So I will write in x column. Similarly here y1 value I will be taking at 65, and here I will write y2. Okay, again cross multiply. 5 into y2, 5y2 equals to 65 into 11, or y2 can be written as 65 into 11 divided by 5. 5 13 now 13 into 11, 143. y2 equals to 143. So these are the answers. So at last how we are going to write this? So we will write the same chart again, and in that chart we will substitute the values. x1 how much did you get? 10, right? In place of x2 what I will write? 7. And in x3 I will be writing here 8. What is the value of y1 here? 39. And what is the value of y2? That is 143. So this is our answer. So like this chart again at last we will make, and we will substitute the values of x1, x2, x3, y1 and y2. So this next question number 3, right? See, I have not taught you question number 1. Question number 1 you can omit, right? So in that question number 1 we have to just see whether the variables are directly proportional or inversely proportional. We have to check. So I have started from question number 2. So let's see how this question number 3 to be solved. Question is that given x is inversely proportional to 1 by y. This is an inversely proportional sign. If I write here x directly proportional to y, this is directly proportional. That means x and y both are in numerator, right? Here you see x is in numerator and y is in denominator. This means that it is inversely proportional. So here we have to get the values of these missing gaps, right? So like previous question we will be writing here x1, x2, x3, right? Similarly here y1 and y2, these values we have to find. But make sure this is an inversely proportional question. In directly proportional question we have seen, first we will write x and y, all the values, then we will cross multiply. If it is directly proportional we have to cross multiply, but if it is inversely proportional then we have to multiply directly. Like x and y first we will write, we have to find x1, right? So in place of x what I will substitute here? 90, and x1 same like we have solved, we have substituted in previous question. In place of y what we will write here? 2 and 3, right? So this is a question of what? Inversely proportional. So what we do? We will direct multiply. Okay. So what will be our equation then? 90 into 2 equals to 3 into x1, or x1 can be written as 90 into 2 divided by 3. So 3 ones are 3, 3 30s are 90. That is 30 into 2 is 60. So what is the value of x1? 60. Similarly we have to find for now x2. For x2 which column we will take? First column and fourth column. So again we will be writing x and y. In x what I will writing here? 90, and x2. In y what we will write here? 2 and 12, right? again direct multiply. So 90 into 2 equals to 12 into x2, or x2 can be written as, this 12 will be coming down, so I am writing it in right hand side. So 90 into 2 by 12. So 2 1s are 2, 2 6 are 12. So what we will get here, 90 by 6. Again we can substitute. If I cancel by 6 1s are 6, 3, 6 1s are 6, 6 5 are 30. So x2 value is how much? 15 here, right? So likewise we have to get the value of x1 we got for x2. Next we have to find for x3. For x3 again we will be writing here x and y. In x what we will write here, 90. Again in x what we will write here, x3. Similarly in y what we will write here, 2. And in y what we will write here, 6, right? So again the question is from inversely proportional. What we have to do? We have to direct multiply. So in previous question what we have seen, if it is directly proportional we have cross multiplied, and here as it is inversely proportional we are multiplying directly. Okay, so 90 into 2 equals to 6x3, or x3 can be written as 90 into 2 divided by 6. So 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6, again 3 1s are 3, 3 30s are. That means x3 value is how much? 30. So we got here x1, x2 and x3. Likewise we have to find y1 and y2. So we got x1 equals to 60, x2 we got 15, and x3 we got here 30, right? Now we have to find y1 and y2. So for finding y1 and y2, see y1 is here. Now I have to consider this column and first column, right? Again I will write here x and y. In x value I will put x value. So 90 and 180. Make sure when you are writing x value is 90 and 180. Don't write side by side. You have to write in same column, right? Similarly y, 2 and y1, that is 2 and y1. Inversely proportional, that is why direct multiplication. Okay, this is the rule. So 90 into 2, 180 into y1, or y1 can be written as 90 into 2 by 180. So 2 into 90 is 180, so 180 by 180, that is 1. y1 is 1. Next we will find for y2. Again I will write here x and y. In x what I will substitute here, 90. Now I have to consider this column. So 90 and 45. Okay, and here 2 and y2. Again cross direct multiply. So 90 into 2 equals to 45 into y2, or y2 can be written as 90 into 2 by 45. So 45 1s are 45, 45 2s are 90, that is 2 2s are 4. Now we got all the values here. We will substitute. We will make once more this chart at the end, and we will substitute these values of x1, x2, y1, y2. Right? In x1 how much did we get here? 60. x2 how much did we get? 15. And x3 we got 30. In y1 how much did we get? 1. And in y2 it is given 4. In your answer, if you check, you will find that answer is given 90, 2, 60, 3, 180, 1, 15, 12, 45, 4, 30, 6. Okay, both the answers are correct. If you write in chart or you write in comma, both the answers are correct. So you will do this question in your exercise book, and you will try the other questions of same type. So see you soon in my next class.